Enter. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes?
The overdays, sir.
How did we get on?
Well, not all good, sir. Citywide exercise initiatives went live and personal motivation is up 3% already.
It's a blip.
How can you tell?
New Year's resolutions. Everyone always thinks they can achieve something around this time of year. It'll swing back our way by March. You're new here?
Yes, I just
You'll get the
transferred.
flow of things soon enough. What goes up must come down. Now, how are we doing for muggings?
We're well up, sir. 4 successful just this evening. 3 at knife point, 1 on loaded gun.
Excellent. I think we made the right choice switching suppliers last year.
Supplier, sir.
Vital work. You see, muggings are still the most effective way to ensure that people still fear the night. #1 priority. You see, the people of this city, they elect their mayor of the daytime to improve their schools, keep their streets clean, run their little police constabularies. Precious. And the downstairs, whom we serve, elect a man like me in return to maintain balance, keep civic disorder. It's a dynamic as old as authority itself. These days, having a good mud agency is key, and we get a tidy cut of the profits. Send them flowers.
Right, sir.
Now, do we have any freezing fog left in supply?
I'll call the weather center.
Can't beat a good freezing fog. I'd like to see those young professionals get up for one of their morning runs in that.
Is that part of our jurisdiction, sir?
Anything pre-dawn. In January, that goes quite a long way. Now, how are we doing for disembodied screaming?
Well, we're a little down. What with the banshee on maternity leave, we're a little short on lung power.
Not good enough.
Sir?
Call the warlock, have him release another hellhound.
But sir, I don't think city funds could afford another hellhound this early in the year. There is only so far that the lost taxi fares of the Christmas season will stretch, and now that we're in the dry patch after the new year, I can't expect us to collect much more tax till the weather warms up.
Aren't we up already this year from the tax collectors on the sofas and beds? Loose change, credit cards, wedding rings?
Barely, sir. And we're going to face industrial action. If ankle grabbing isn't reinstated, at least on a partial basis.
I've told them 1,000 times, it's become a cliche! It's sad, but too many of ours defected to the other side. And now it's just what everyone expects.
Defected to the day administration?
To Hollywood! To become scriptwriters! It's been a bureaucratic disaster. But I thought that we still had some left in the kitty.
Well, we won't for much longer if we have another hellhound to look after.
Call the warlock, schedule the release. The urban fox population has not been pulling its weight, and I've been hearing rumblings from below that I'm going soft. This is an election year. I can't have the people of this city sleeping soundly in their beds. That would be political suicide.
But sir, how do you expect I get the city treasury to agree to this? It's not the sacrifices that cost all of the money, it's the cover-ups.
The state wanders vagrant.
Which would inadvertently lower the citywide violent crime statistics.
I see. So it's robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Well, it's sacrificing Peter, who would have otherwise stabbed Paul in the neck in a bar fight.
What?
If I may say, have you considered technology?
What do you mean?
Well, currently, 66.4% of the population owns one or more smart device. I think that if we consent to a rebate of income loss tax of 50% or more,
A rebate?
temporarily, it's pocket change. Literally. It jingles with them as they walk, and that follows them into the daytime.
Which is not our responsibility. In fact, what you are proposing would actively be bettering their frame of mind.
In the short term, a feeling of affluence, especially at this precarious time of year, will lead to an increase in questionable purchases. I think that if we aim our rebates at young couples and middle-aged men, we could see an increase in smart device ownership by 80 to 85% by Easter.
And how does that help us? You see, I am not seeing the terror. I need a feeling of creeping insecurity. Chills down the spine. A blood-curdling scream. Fear for a loved one. The barely repressed suspicion that you're being watched. You see, if we can't provide these things, then there might as well not be a night administration. Do we have any vampires around this season, do you know?
Sir, as much as I admire your dedication to the traditional ways, the world has changed. And if you want to secure re-election, then downstairs needs to know that you can think bigger.
To whom do you think you are speaking? Did I not personally infiltrate Artrex in the 1970s to ensure that every single textured ceiling had a screaming, malevolent face hidden in it? I play the long game.
No, we're sorry.
I have won awards.
Right, sir, I'm sorry, sir.
But how does spending money on buying people new gadgets, with this money which I could be spending on another hellhound, help me get re-elected?
More screen. People have never slept worse. No darkness. No shadows. Just a constant white light. Overstimulated senses. And that's not even the best part.
Go on.
Picture a family of 4. Mother, daughter, father, son. It's 4 a.m. and they all sit in their separate rooms. Their eyes glazed over by the cold white glow of a touchscreen. Daughter browses chat rooms where strangers kindly provide advice and warmly encourage her on how to hide the evidence of acid erosion on her teeth. Son browses images of women, gagged, bound, crying mascara, unable to stop flicking from one image to the next, suppressing compassion, suppressing suspicion, suppressing all of the things his mother ever taught him. Lost in the images, chafing. Mother realizes that father is no longer next to her. She browses the home pages of old university acquaintances. Oh, this one's a doctor, and this one's a ballet dancer, and they all thought she'd be the one to amount to something. She cries bitterly and removes them from her contacts, telling herself she doesn't need their smug pity. She isolates herself, one lonely night at a time. Father rose hours ago, unable to resist the pull of the screen. 16 tabs open, all news sites. Every atrocity the world commits overdumps into his inbox. The tantalizing pain. An assassination, a bombing, a beheading. This journalist is being tortured. These schoolgirls are caught in a gang war crossfire. He sees his son and daughter in every face. He thinks about ending it. About saving them all from his heartless and broken world. And then turning the final bullet. So.
Remarkable. I mean, does downstairs know about all this? Who set it all up?
They did, sir. The people. All the fear, the paranoia, the self-loathing, the dislocation. Well, they can provide better for themselves than we ever could. All they need is a
push.
A little push.
Remind me, what is your name?
Kelly, sir.
Kelly. And you used to work
On the other side, sir.
in the daytime administration. Why did you come over?
Too much paperwork, sir.
Paperwork. Very good. Very good. I'll see to it that you get a desk of your own.